Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, let's discuss the scenario-based Postman API interview questions and answers. Okay, so the question goes like API returns 200 OK response code, but functionality is not working. Is it a failure? Yes, incorrect or missing data makes it a functional defect even if the status code is 200. Get API changes data in the database. Is it a correct behavior? Answer: no. Get should only retrieve the data and must not modify the database. API returns 204 no content status code. Is it a failure? No, it indicates the request was successful, but there is no response body. Okay, and API works without authentication. Is this acceptable? It depends, but for second APIs, this is a serious security issue. Sorry, secured APIs, this is a serious security issue. Okay, so API accepts wrong data type and still stores data. What does this indicate? It indicates a validation defect in the API. Delete API returns success, but data still exists. What is your conclusion? The API response is misleading and it is a functional bug. Okay, and the seventh question goes like, put and patch behave the same way. Is that acceptable? Not always, as put replaces the full resource while patch updates partial data. Okay, same API behaves differently for two users with the same role. What will you check? Okay, you can answer like, I will check authorization rules, user specific data and backend logic. The question 9 goes like, you sent an API request but did not receive any response. What will you do? Okay, answer goes like, I will check the URL, HTTP method, internet connection, server status and Postman console for errors. 10th question goes like, API returns 404 not found error. What does it indicate? Answer: it indicates the endpoint URL is incorrect or the resource does not exist. And the 11th question goes like, you are getting a 401 unauthorized error. What will you verify? I will verify if the authorization token is added correctly and is valid. And the 12th question goes like, get request works but post request fails. What could be the reason? Post requires a body, so I will check JSON format, mandatory fields and content type header. And the 13th question goes like, API accepts only JSON input. What configuration will you use in Postman? Answer: I will select body and then raw and then the JSON and add content type as an application/JSON. Okay, and a mandatory field is missing in the request. What response do you expect? Okay, answer: I expect a 400 bad request response. 15th question goes like, how do you test an invalid login scenario using Postman? I will send incorrect credentials and validate the error code and message. Okay, and the 16th question is about login API returns a token. How will you use it in the subsequent APIs? And the 17th question is about how do you pass dynamic data from one API to another. 18th question is about how do you test the same API in dev and QA environments. 19th question is about you need to test the same API in dev, QA and prod. How will you manage this? 20th question is about API response contains multiple records. How will you validate the response? 21st question is about how do you validate response headers in Postman? 22nd question is about API response time is higher than expected. What will you do? 23rd question is about API returns 500 internal server error. What is your approach? 24th question is about how do you validate a delete API? 25th question is about what is a negative testing in Postman? 26th question is about how do you execute multiple APIs together in Postman? 27th question is about how do you troubleshoot API failures in Postman. 28th question is about what details should be included while reporting an API defect. 29th question is about API works in Postman but fails when called from the application. Why? 30th question is about same API gives different responses for the same request. What could be the reason? Okay, so these are the 30 most important interview questions on Postman API. So please be thorough. I have uploaded this in the SDET interview preparation kit. Please do check out. Okay. And also if you need end-to-end interview questions along with detailed answers and study materials, please check out for the same link that I have given in the description and a comment section. Okay, it has been crafted after taking 3500 plus automation interviews, and it has been designed for 0 to 15 plus years of experienced candidates, which includes freshers as well as experienced, and it includes interview questions from almost all the companies, including service based, product based, startups and mid-sized companies. Okay, so please do check out. You will It will really help you in cracking the interviews. Okay, if you have any queries, please do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my video. All the best for your upcoming interview. Happy learning, happy testing.